What is going on, guys? We are back in our Nighthawks Relocation Fantasy Draft franchise. It's about to be Week 5, going up against another bird that just so happens to be purple. We're at home, though, so you best believe we're going to make them wear a different color completely. Of course, last week, a very close game over the Cardinals, who were actually very good, 3-0. Their roster doesn't look 3-0 good. Well, it's not. It's 3-1 good now. Yo, got him. But, yeah, still a really good performance. Maybe caught us off guard a little bit. The real loss of that game was, I mean, of course, the interceptions thrown by Gamble, but more importantly, we lost a starting left guard and our starting middle linebacker, Tyndall, who I will admit, though, has kind of played a little poorly lately, so I will say I'm not super mad with the loss of Tyndall. You know, maybe seems kind of like a crime after how much we loved him last season, but the loss of Jonah Jackson is huge, of course. We do have Paul to play there, but he's had injury problems too, so worried a little bit. If it wasn't for that injury, yeah, we're not going to do that. We've already done that once. If it wasn't for that injury, I was thinking about maybe making a trade, but I don't think we can trade a guard off right now when we would literally be left with no backups, so we're going to not do that. Obviously, in case you're new to the series, maybe look at the roster for the first time and see, you know, what you're getting into. Of course, Hawkins, not even close to that damn overall upgrade. Come on, man. I want that jukebox. You know, of course, you're also new. Maybe leave a like, maybe subscribe. A lot of superstars. But like I said, when, you know, Week 1 hit and finished, ever since the corners got to Superstar, man, they're kind of not as good as they used to be. I don't know how that's possible, but it's just the way it is. Nwangwu, of course, gets his kick returning spot back, as well as Freeman has really just not been good there at all. Of course, Player of the Week. I don't think we would have given up one, but at least we also, yeah, I was about to say we didn't get one, but we definitely didn't give one up, so that's good to see. But let's take a look at Ravens. I love to see, but let's take a look at the Ravens roster, who looks really good. You know, 5 overall up compared to the Cardinals. Got to mean something. Starting with quarterback Baker Mayfield. The guy is kind of fearless, and he does have a strong arm, so don't write him off completely. Running backs are very slow, but David Montgomery, of course, can break off a tackle or two. The wide receivers, DJ Moore is really good. DJ Chark, a very fast and tall guy himself. Paris Campbell, very fast. So a lot of speed from this team, which is definitely an upgrade from last week, other than Curtis Samuel. Fant is really fast. Charles Cross is a really good left tackle. Damian Lewis is a decent left guard. What do we have? The center's okay. The right guard is really good, both Lindstrom's, and then the right tackle's bad. So Brian Burns may be feasting again. Clancy, really solid, actually. Wise, not great. Probably not wise to stardom still. Of course, this is a 3-4, so they don't need multiple DTs. Hamilton's okay. TJ Watt, though, definitely a problem. Devin White, pretty good. Zach Cunningham is number 2, could be better. Nolan Smith, really good player, maybe a little versatile. Corners, decent enough with some speed. Lewis Seen, I don't know if he's just starting, but looks really good base-wise, but needs to upgrade. And then Cameron Curl, very good, but slow. This is a pretty good team, but once again, do they have that superstar factor, that star power outside of TJ Watt? I don't know if they do. But looking at their percentages, they are very, very bad medium, so I'm not going to worry about that. What about running inside? They look to be a team that runs the ball decently well. Of course, number 1 in yards, so we're going to go with the run inside defense. And then our attack is probably going to be, I don't even know. What is their run defense looking like? They're bad on that. I mean, it's going to be run inside. It could be a quick game, I'm going to be honest with you. So similar to Woolen, a guy with very close man and zone coverage. So Booker going to get a slot upgrade. Let's see what we get. 4 to man coverage with a 1 to zone. That is busted. Maddox, not really a guy that even starts anymore, but still, it's an upgrade that we'll look at. I feel bad for Maddox, but Henry literally is just as good as him and better out the gate. So, I mean, it just happens, right? Coverage, Porter is really bad at it, so going to try to upgrade him. Also playing the new middle linebacker 1 spot, as once again, Tyndall out for some time now. And then Thaddeus Carmichael finally getting back into the mix of things. Really didn't have a great rookie year, but having himself a chance here, a second lease on life, if you will. Nice, really, real nice upgrade there, actually, especially since it's 2 different style of upgrades, and the rest are all pretty much backups. The Ravens forced to wear their white alternates, as everything else kind of clashed a bit. So we're in the all purples, they're in the all whites. Nothing really crazy outside of that. Obviously, going to try to avoid the edge rushers specifically TJ Watt. But that defensive line is pretty scary. I'm a little worried about it. Of course, Gamble, offensive line really didn't do too well against an even weaker unit. I know away is decent, but he was injured for a little bit, and even when he was out, we were struggling. And obviously the run will be the focus, but we don't usually stick to it too long. Even if it works, we kind of, start mixing it up a little bit because we're just like, it's not going to work every play. We're going to fail here. We're going to fail here. We just know it. And maybe we get off to, get off the run a little bit too early, and then we start throwing picks. But obviously on the other side, you do have that wild card of Baker Mayfield. Sometimes he can just absolutely surprise you and do well. And then other times he, pulls a Baker Mayfield, throws a bunch of picks. So which one will we see? I don't know. That's up to us to force the one we want. We will be receiving the ball first this time. Wangwu going to be back there to return it and getting himself a chance for a decent one as he's going to run it inside and already making plays to the 31-yard line. Not bad. Of course, Gamble's numbers, 3 touchdowns, 3 picks, so I suppose last week didn't really change too much in that category. 10 for 7. Completion percentage is okay even after last week's like 51%. I think it was 53%. A lot of yards, though. Gunslinger Gamble. It's the new nickname. See TJ Watt on that other side, worried hard. I wish I could just change Woodley to just, stay to your side. And as expected, number 31, because Woodley pulls, ended up getting us from behind. Of course, last week, really good performance. Huge run by Hawkins because of Sky Moore blocking 2 blocks on different receivers, or on different defenders, making a crazy play, setting us free. Let's see if we can do something like that again this week. And the blocks, once again, not really there. Devin White reading the run pretty well and getting himself in for free. Also, speaking of last week, a lot of running with the quarterback, but no actual designed runs. May have to try to get back to the read option this week if we can. And we're going to be forced to throw it, and Ferguson does a really good job with what was given to him, and they're going to give him the nod for the first. Honestly, I'm going to hurry up to the line here. I don't know if he got it. And we get the ball off. And really bad job by Sky Moore there, ironically enough, after last week, but still gaining about 4.5, 5. They might have given him the first down based on the tuck when he caught it and then kind of tucked it in. That was kind of like, where he was last seen with momentum, if you will. Very close to being hit off the line of scrimmage. That was a low throw, but it works out for the first down. Regardless, I am shocked by Ferguson catching that. Maybe he is getting better, because once again, Ferguson struggled a bit with contested catches so far. And here we're looking for Sky Moore, and he is open. Right in the money. Sky Moore looking for some room and gets it to the 13. Let's go. We're not really super used to getting the ball first, but hey, I like it. I think it fits us well. And there's no one on Ferguson to the outside. A little bit of a weird movement by him. Devin White recovers okay, but it's going to be a 2nd and 1 now from the 3. They're bringing players up. They're kind of outside, though. I'm thinking Gamble up the middle might be a good call. And Gamble, second effort from them. Ooh, thank God it wasn't Gamble. Devin White injured. Almost had a chance to score there, but instead from the 3, looking to run it. Draw play has kind of been, the trap play has been pretty good for us so far. And this time, Hawkins with the slip off twice. 4 for 8 to the 1. Nice effort. Switching the side, maybe trying to get a look at, what they're potentially trying to do here. Ferg could be my man. And instead, it's going to be Woodley. Touchdown, Nighthawks. Pretty damn good drive. Not perfect, but pretty damn close. Ferguson off to a pretty damn good start again with a nice couple of plays, clutching up on that 3rd and 8, continuing the drive. I was probably going to go for it, but obviously that's far from guaranteed. Obviously, Sky Moore with a really nice play, doubling his yardage from last game already, just on 1 play. And, of course, Baker Mayfield. Oh, my God. I get they probably run the ball a lot, but 1 touchdown in 4 games. Holy. I'm not even going to say, I shouldn't even said holy, because there's no God for their team. I'll tell you what. They have no touchdowns. That man does not want anything to do with those Ravens. I'll tell you what. 1st and 10, and Porter. Uh-oh. Oh, my. Oh! Jesus, Baker was trucking players. I don't like that. I don't like seeing that. 17 yards on the read option for Baker Mayfield. Apparently, Bettis is playing quarterback for the Ravens. Crazy. Henry fighting hard. Porter, not in the worst of coverage, but trying to go for a pick that he just wasn't there for. DJ Moore's season really not looking great, but last week picked it up. so far. Nearly a first down there, so maybe this is kind of his redemption tour. 2nd and 1. I mean, I don't want to say that it's guaranteed first down, but oh, nice job by Porter to clear it out. First down regardless, but good job, you know. You want to give them the first down. We literally gave them the yard they needed to get there, so we'll work outside of that. And on the 48-yard line, Porter kind of moving the wrong way, and good work. Woolen all over it if need be. Same with Porter, and of course Stearns. And we were talking about kind of struggling and tackling. Nice, pretty tough tackle, one-on-one there. Let's see if Sharp can maybe make a play. And good job by Booker. We did go with the blitz. I didn't think we got in there that quickly, though. I don't know if he just thought he saw something, but good defense to force a 3rd and 8 now in perfect range to avoid points scored if we stop him. As Jordan Davis. Come on, Woolen. Come on, Woolen. Oh, my Lord. What is happening? Did he just miss that? What happened? I think as Woolen was falling, he might have got a hand in there. I don't even know, but where is our SWAT, you know? When there's a domestic disturbance and you've requested help. But hey, scary or not, we were able to get off the field, avoid any point scoring. It's the opposite of what happened last. Please don't penalty. Oh, I guess we're going this way anyways. And nice cutback, and that's a really good job by Devin White, who, guess what? He's back. Obviously, last week gave up 14 points without scoring any. This week, quite the opposite. Trying to believe, I don't know if I believe in the blocks on TJ Watt's side. We're going to do it. Nice! Hawkins, one to beat. Inside move, but of course, TJ Watt is not going to be left for long. Comes down with a chase down, and not bad from the 35-yard line now. Not a bad start on the ground this game. As we're going to look to run again and get some pretty good blocks again. Maybe not so much as Tutu Atwell has to defend against a big man on the edge. Not going to go well for him. Didn't go well for him. Kind of expected. Guy Moore, you've been a decoy a lot this season. Welcome to decoy again. That's tough, and hit as he's thrown by none other than TJ Watt. First incompletion of the game. Something I'm liking to be able to say. That's a nice statement. Of course, TJ on the outside. Really not giving us much thought that he's going to be running actually after us here. 2 comeback routes. And that is a great throw, dude. Literally put it on a freaking dot. I don't even know what that means, but I said it, man. Play action. See, to be fair, I mean, Hawkins is fast. We can actually get some blocks. Yeah, we believed in it. Good try. Gains about 9.5. Would love to gain that. Of course, we did gain that. What do you mean you would love to gain? What is that supposed to mean? Of course, running the inside. And Hawkins, nice little slip spin, gaining about 2. Maybe could have used that to go for a shot play, but honestly, with the way we're handling them right now, I prefer to just play our game and just, get what we can get. Nearing the end of the first quarter, having a pretty good start so far. Maybe had that comeback route. Tight end actually gets, no, it's Sky Moore actually gets open because Tutu underneath, or behind him anyways, opening up the underneath for a gain of 7. Like we said, that 2-minute warning now. Now we're going with the Wildcat. See if we can trick him a little bit. And almost do. One guy doesn't fall for the bait, though. And was he gain only 1? That could have been a touchdown. Ferguson on the slant. He's so inconsistent on those, but he's a big body. He's a big body, and he's got some room to run, and he's going to score. Deceptively fast. I mean, I'm getting mad Calvin Johnson vibes, though. Just got to work a little bit more on the jump ball ability, but, man, can he take a short pass the distance. Long strides, and just, he doesn't give up, man. You think, hey, maybe just give yourself up, don't get popped, but he just outruns everyone when you don't expect it. They're also starting from the 19 now. A really good start for the offense. Of course, we know how these second halves go, so trying to get as many points as we can. And Porter, really good shot at the leg of Baker Mayfield. Doing a little bit better with those kind of plays now this last couple of drives. Sharp playing near the line of scrimmage. Another run look. And Sharp, really good job. It's going to be a gain of 4, but could have been a lot more. And their backup tight end is now injured. Coming with the blitz. We kind of know it's like a swing pass, it seems. Porter's going to maybe run out there. It's a screen, actually. And it would have been a tough one, but we were looking low on that. Could have been picked off by Porter. Great coverage. It's all right, though. Anything to get off the field. And, man, they're not looking good. They're a good record, too. And I mean, well, not a good record. They're a decent record with a good roster. Trying to outrun them, and that is a loss, unfortunately. One to beat, but yeah, you got to give it up when you're not going to get it. Like me with the ladies at the bar. Ferguson, why not? He's Mr. Everything so far. Oh, Lord, dude. How are we not? I get it. TJ's a freak, but how are we not blocking better than that, though? Pre-snap, it looks great. At snap, it looks awful. It looks like nobody's going to block up. Also, that free safety's kind of looking like Ferguson might get behind him. He does. Oh, Lord. Sky's got room. And he drops that. Oh, my God, dude. We really got a possession that? I'm a little confused by the way their defense looks here. I'm going to bring 2-2 deep. Sky Moore's wide. Oh, the spin. Doesn't matter. First down. Gain of 15. Oh, wow. Baltimore's kind of playing like we do every week. I ain't going to lie. Baltimore's looking like us every freaking week. I swear. Okay, we have to change this up. Tight end. This could be good. Woodley wide open. He's too fast. Slips it away. Truck him. He does. Woodley to the 25. Really nice performance this week. I love it. Really didn't sound very convincing that I loved it, but I do. I promise. From the 25-yard line inside. Nice cutback. Tries to cut it back left as he sees Ferguson throwing the body around like a madman. First down. Kind of feels wrong that the Ravens would be employing a DB wearing number 20, but sure, whatever you want to do. Ooh, I was going to take that. That's tough. T2 out. Well, that's all right. That's all right. I wanted to take Woodley, but I couldn't. Not a huge fan of the read options we got going on here, but, you know, it'd be what it be. Looks like they might be blitzing, actually. Try to cut it inside. Kind of gets pummeled. Gains a yard. I think when you're down that much on the sticks, you're thinking, why would they go with a read option? But they didn't care. Might be looking for the corner fade to Ferg. Woodley's kind of open, and he is. Touchdown. Good play. Smith, nowhere to be found. I mean, he's a good player, but Woodley's also very athletic, and he's kind of honed those route running skills. To go from a first play read option for 17 with Baker Mayfield trucking someone to a 21-0 situation is really strange. Oh, underneath. That's really good defense. He probably should have hit number 17, though, as we kind of had to leave the area as that deep look was getting open. Don't know every route, but we know the slants, so it's typically going to be double. That's really good coverage. Henry with a sack. Last week had one. This week had one. He's having himself a decent couple of games. Stringing it together, and man, I'm telling you, it's not looking good for this team. Keep pouring it on no matter what, though, as always. And they are going to just take a shot with, thankfully, no pass interference. Good coverage. We did say to play over top. One completion for Baker. It's nearly halftime. Oh, my. I try to spin inside, kind of just like a neutral gain / loss. Switch the sides, just in general. I don't even care. You know, they match it up, whatever. Just get away from TJ, of course. Kind of getting away from Devin White as well. And Devin White still gets there. Gain of 4, though, for Gibbs. Like to get him involved a little earlier this week compared to last week. Stretch play, they're not really on it, but once again, it's TJ Watt. And once again, that's all that matters because there's just so many people trying to cover him, block him up, and the rest of the guys get freebies. Threw a pick on this play last week, or did we? I mean, we might have just missed Woodley and got sacked. I don't even know. And we're just going to take the shot. Might be picked, but you know what? And we wasn't. It would have been a punt. It would have been so annoying for the stat line, don't get me wrong, but as far as, like, you know, how that affects the win, it doesn't, you know. And, of course, really good defense. They locked us up really nicely. The ground game didn't really pick up the way we wanted to. Stokes doesn't really tackle him, but does enough to at least slow him down so you can't, you know, make some crazy cutback and score. 3:46 of course, they do get ball at half, so a touchdown right before half, no chance for us to return the favor. Puts them in an okay spot, believe it or not, and Baker gets tackled by Henry. Good job by Henry, but I thought Baker had some room. Once again, they're still trying to run an offense like they have Lamar. I get Baker's still got some speed, but it's really not the offense you can run with Baker Mayfield. I get it. You also want to throw it short and not put too much of the game into his hands, but still, got to do better as a play caller. Cox doing a good job, only allowing 4 on that. A lot of room. Kind of broke down a bit. 3rd and 4 now. Come with the blitz. Bring everyone up. Bring everyone up. And Henry's locked up. No one winning their blitz, but nobody open for them. Throws it, and wow, Woolen. Outside of that one jump ball situation has been nearly perfect. I mean, that is like literally sticky coverage. I mean, perfect. And I love it when it's sticky. Always. Ah, man, the blocks. We get just enough time to catch it and get tackled. But it's not like, you know, if it was a little bit sooner at least, it's like, okay, well, I'm just going to fair catch it. But you're giving me enough time to make a play, but not enough time to make a play. You know what I mean? And, wow, speaking of not enough time to make a play, Dietrich Wise also injured. I mean, if we have a chance at making a play on this drive, that helps. But I don't feel comfortable with it anyways, so I'm not really too worried about us getting more time, but Hawkins on the opposite. Sky Moore maybe is the look. That is an absurd throw by Gamble. I took the gamble. I really didn't think it was a good decision, but as soon as that thing went in the air, I was like, yes. That was one of those throws where as soon as I threw it, I was like, we've given them the shot to get back in the game, haven't we? Thankfully on that, we were throwing kind of into it a little bit. If we would have went backwards at all, that ball would have been picked. We would have never gotten that ball up there, and thankfully we don't have to worry about that because we did. Where take that? Why wouldn't you? Woodley dropped. Devin White, amazing coverage again, but I feel like we should have had that, no? Sky Moore. Uh-oh, that's kind of a force. Really good play. Great throw. Ferguson gets open. I really thought Devin White was going to follow Tutu Atwell, as Tutu Atwell was looking pretty good there, but decided not to. Ferguson to the end zone. Tutu Atwell is once again probably my main look here. Wide open. And we're going to call a timeout. I don't know what to think of this play. It's kind of strange. That's a tough one, and once again, right on the money. Not going to worry about the clock on this one, as we are getting quite a bit closer than we were a play ago. They wouldn't expect the run, but I also wouldn't expect the run either, because it's a stupid decision. As there's nobody on. Oh, no, the ball got out so late. Sky Moore was open, but I figured it was safer to take the running back, and we would have still gained a ton of yards anyways. Unfortunately, the ball just like, I don't know what happened there, but it just didn't get there. Hawkins, curl. Uh-oh, Hawkins, please. Oh, good job, Hawkins, playing defense there. Hit as we're throwing on a touchdown. Hawkins has the awareness to get back and save a pick. Why is TJ Watt going up against the tight end, and why did Woodley decide to, release? I don't know. Just like last week, it was almost... Jesus, Hawkins, you freaking animal. This guy's a monster. In trouble once again. Could have been a pick off the deflection yet again, and free rushes, man, they're killing us. I mean, look at these guys. They just let him get in. I mean, he's not like delay blitzing. He's just going, and nobody is picking him up. Still, I'd rather have that 6-5 chance than to be throwing it while we're hitting, getting hit on a freaking fade. Could have been thrown right to the sky for an easy pick, maybe 6, when they have 0 points. And, of course, we know they're desperate, but they also kind of watched last week's game, seeing what we were able to do with a little bit of clock, on a mistake. Don't want to make that mistake again, of course. A little more balance this week as well compared to last week with the runs and the passes. And, obviously, the main thing, 24-0. Look at the numbers in this one. Eagles with their rookie quarterback normally playing well, but this game not looking super great. Still leading at halftime. Eagles kind of turning it around on the season a little bit, but of course, right now, we're looking very good to continue our win streak and move on to 5-0. Then we have Washington at Pittsburgh with a massive, massive win over them. Defense looking pretty good for them, 35-16, 3-2, and the Steelers drop a 5th game in a row now. All right, it's not quite the same as, running inside, but it's still working out as we are able to stop the QB, scrambles and the QB draws, the read options while running, stopping the run in general. So we're going to continue to stop the run inside, and even though we haven't really done super well with it, we're going to continue to try to run the ball inside. Because once again, if we play it safe, I mean, we're looking pretty good to win this game, but obviously it's still so early. Can Baltimore open up the playbook and make the comeback? Nice cutback. Speaking of, backs, now their superstar left tackle is now injured. I mean, I don't really know how much worse it could get for this team. It's a little sit-downs. I mean, this kind of situation has hurt us all season long. Nice push. He's going to try to slip it underneath. Won't get it. Breaks off the tackle. Finds his man down the field. And whoever had a chance to grab him and through that paper, your mom's a hoe. Baker Mayfield showing some grit. Slipping off, I believe, the Brian Burns sack. And getting a huge play instead. Porter getting picked up perfectly, but slipping off. Booker can't get over there in time. All the way to the 7. I don't really know how that's to the 7, but sure. Looks more like the 9 to me, but sure. Whatever whatever works. Of course, moving down the field in a hurry here. Slants wide open, and a good try by Woolen. But a touchdown by DJ Moore. Not really Booker's fault on that one. Kind of got bumped by the safety. I don't know who that guy is, but now a 2-point conversion. So obviously try to cut into this 3 possession. Make it a 2. And he's out there. Can't get there with Porter. Kind of doing 2 jobs there to try to contain the run. Maybe blitz. And obviously try to cover the pass. But a little bit too much to work with there. Maybe should have just covered it. Because, again, he didn't run it anyways. But regardless, 24-8. Really quick drive, which is not something we want to see. But we had him. I mean, it was perfectly played. Obviously, just missed the sack. Up the middle with Gibbs. Picking up some nice blocks. Gibbs gains about 6. Like, surely they're not able to cover Ferg that quickly, right? We should have gave it to him. Oh, maybe not. Hawkins slipping, but once again, Devin White's so fast. Gets us to the 49 1-yard line after a gain of about 13. Coming up with everyone again. Looking for the play. In trouble and not going to get the pressure, of course. Or they're going to get the pressure. We're not going to get the ball off because of pressure. Sky Moore looking like he's beaten off the line again. Hey, wherever you want to beat off, man, I'm not going to judge you, I suppose. And Hawkins, again, not a first down, but the majority of it, 3rd and 1. Huge call, works out. Hawkins needs a yard. Everything's pushed out there. None of their great players are in there. And look at Hawkins trying to slip it away. Kind of forced the spin. Gains about 9 again. 16 for 80. Play action look. Obviously, everything's looking like a run. It is not a run. Ferguson throwing with a little bit of a touch, kind of. Gets it all the way to the 15, trying to avoid that guy underneath who had a chance to maybe pick it. Said to the 15-yard line. Once again, their corners aren't terrible, and they are very athletic. So this is a performance to be proud of so far. To the left side, and Tutu Atwell not doing a great job. Spin move inside, works out, gains about 5, maybe 6. Fighting hard, getting 7 to be exact. And even though I really like this, TJ Watt is... Can we double team TJ, actually? Let's see if that works. Let's try that. Probably won't work, but we'll try it. Didn't really double team him. And Tutu... Slipping away, gets the first down. Nice. That was a tough effort, but works out, gets the first. And Gibbs getting a chance near the goal line. You know, that man wants to feast. Give him a shot. Up the middle, finding that guard spot. Power football to the 1. Hurry up to the line. Try it again. You're going to have to just go straight up the middle. Come on, boys. And nice fight, but there was a lot of people running right through that lane. He trucked a little bit too early, sadly, too. 5 wide, QB draw, not an easy one. I don't know how I feel about this, but Devin White's way out there. And up the middle, of course, the guard peels off. We gain nothing, and it's going to be another field goal for us, but At the same time, it's going to make it really tough on them. It was also a pretty long drive for us as well, kind of countering their quick drive, wasting about 4.5 minutes to be exact, and back on the board with more points. Obviously, the scoring's slowing down a little bit for us, but 27-8 is still a very respectable score, and once again, wasting quite a bit of clock. Just got to avoid giving them quick scores, which Brian Burns would have actually brought Baker down. Maybe we wouldn't be worried about it right now, so let's get back to our normal schedule programming. We'll be fine. Pistol look. Porter out there, and good job by Jabril to steal it, but only a gain of 1. That is good defense. We love to see them run the ball. It's not really worked out for him, and obviously gets that clock rolling. Porter, huge pop on Fant, gain of 2, but also a gain of a freaking concussion maybe, which is something you do not want to gain, unfortunately. For them, not us, so I don't give a damn. I mean, no, not concussions. Jordan Davis getting smoked. Gets the spin, though, kind of causing problems, and nobody is there. Campbell catches, and maybe could have got more yards, but momentum maybe carried him out. First down. Trying to limit them as much as possible. Ooh, screen pass got us stepping up. Underneath, that's really good coverage by Booker. It's just a big man, so it's hard to get a hand on it. At least it's a slower drive so far. Forced him 2 minutes. Midfield, it's not terrible. And Porter gets locked up. Stearns one-on-one. Nice tackle, gaining about 10. But on the ground, wasting more clock. Could it be too little, too late? I don't know. They're still moving, which is worrisome. Oh, that's our fault. There you go, Carmichael. Nice. Let's bring some heat on that left side of their line, which is where Cross got hurt. Of course, Woolen getting beat a little bit, but get some help from Carmichael. Mass effort he has been in so far, since replacing, in a way, Tyndall. Damn, we're stuck on the cornerback. Oh, that's a good move. Good tackle. Thought he was going to go inside. No, Burns. Damn, Chark, I did not expect that move. I thought as soon as he made this move, it looked so drastic. Burned the hell out of us, and damn, nice first down. Of course, because he got injured, that's going to stop the clock as well. Sharp playing kind of the mid-hook. Oh, fumble! Porter with the recovery, and Baker has sold. Dislocated shoulder. We're just talking about the differences between shoulder injuries and leg injuries. Hopefully that is, something we were talking about before, to be not as serious. But of course, I think it was actually Osai, the replacement for Burns, who was not messing around, blindsides him with a hit stick, and he just sends the ball into orbit. They have the inside shade on that. Of course, we never win that. Sky Moore, dot! What a throw and catch to the 40. I really just thought that, they're kind of keen on the run because it looks like an obvious run situation. Wait, 27-8, they're running down the field really nicely. Huge setback on the fumble. Why wouldn't we run it? We don't seem like we maybe even need to score anymore, and they're kind of shading inside. They were drawn down, and yet they still defend over top. Somehow, some way. But thankfully, it worked out to Sky Moore. Gain of 4 on the run. Of course, Sky Moore was more than that, obviously. Running the ball again against their 5, and there is nobody there. Hawkins going to get the first. 2 yards shy of another 100-yard performance. But it is now Jackie Gibbs' turn, as he really didn't get much to play last week. Played a little bit more in meaningful plays this game, as well as kind of runs TJ Watt over for a gain of about 3. Kind of impressive, to be honest. Hawkins up the middle from the 46-yard line. And cutting, picking up some blocks, slipping it away. TJ Watt on that, but really good vision to get that out there for a gain of 10. Run inside hasn't been perfect, but it's been decent enough, and it's moving us down the field. Really nowhere else to go. Decided to cut it against the grain. Of course, Devin White has been amazing so far in everything he's done, but regardless, still, when there's nowhere to go, sometimes you got to go against him. Nice cutback. Gaining about 7. Oh, it's so beautiful. You want to see Sky Moore in motion now on a 3rd and inches play. Yeah, nobody there. Hawkins is going to get it to the 14. No rushing touchdowns, but 129 yards. Kind of running him into the dirt a little bit here, but yeah, I was about to say, before that play, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Hell, I don't like fixing things anyway, so even if it was broken, I'd still probably just, not care anyways. This play's been kind of there all day. Play action. No one on him. The dagger. Perfect game from Gamble. See ya later, Baltimore. First receiving touchdown of the year for Sky Moore. Wow. Of course, do we really care what they're running to? Like, do we really actually care? And there goes Osai with a sack. He forced a fumble earlier, a little bit ago. Man's coming in and making Brian Burns look like a freaking chump, to be honest. If he's slanting, it could be just double slants. They love that play. And there goes Drake Jackson, recovered by Henry, actually. And we're at the 4, dude. That Ravens offense is atrocious. Pitch to the right. I don't know if they have the speed to get out there. And they don't. Hawkins gets the touchdown. Oh, what a day. Look at him dance. I'd be so pissed seeing that. Well, we asked ourselves earlier in the game, what kind of Baker Mayfield are we going to see? And I think we have officially reached, the answer at this point. And that is a bad play by Porter. Huge hit by Booker, though. He hasn't thrown picks, I guess, but he has, fumbled the ball twice, so that's something to be mad at, obviously. Secondary routes, pretty good coverage across. Stokes, great tackle. Pressure is definitely lacking on that one, I will say. Cross injured, maybe big time. I just haven't seen him back yet. And Woolen misses the pick 6. Besides, a couple of plays, corners have played pretty well today. Let's see if Henry can make a play. And that's a screen. Porter gets beat, and Montgomery's been very quiet in this game, I'll tell you. I feel like I've barely seen him. It's just been like Baker Mayfield making bad plays, and keeping the ball, being really greedy. There goes Booker getting beat, but punches it out. It's kind of rare we see that. 3rd and 1. Offense looking hyped. As they should be. Defense has been great too, but the offense has been perfectionate. Considering going against guys like TJ Watt. Underneath. Oh, outside. That is a perfect throw. Sharp maybe should have gotten a hand on that, knock it out or something, but Woolen a little bit further out, playing the deep blue. Be nice to come away with no points allowed for the rest of this game, but I understand reality as well. Oh, Jabril with a huge hit to the 13. 2-minute warning, most likely. Porter, 1-on-1, tries to slip it. Picked up by Booker, and he may score. Not waiting for anyone. Booker running down the sideline. No one will catch him. Another Nighthawks touchdown. Porter looking really good on the chance to, beat his man, to get to the quarterback. He was the first one there and just threw it right to Booker. There's just not a good read. And they're losing so bad that it's 4th and 14, and they're just going to punt it. They're just like, what's even the point? Just get us out of here. Langwu is the only guy that really hasn't had a good day, and it's not his fault at all. We're not going to kneel it out, because why would we? Try to get some more experience for our guys. Gibbs! Oh, look at him go! Oh, my, we got to get him more out there. We got to get him out there more. He's just too good not to. He's just absolutely insane. And I don't think they're going to drop TJ Watt back, so unless the safety jumps it, Miami should be wide. And the safety kind of does, but we're going to throw that in there anyways, and it's a dot. And I know maybe you hear some boos even though we're at home, but I want to continue the drive. I don't care. Got backup quarterback in. I want to see what he can do. Cole Turner's kind of open, and yeah, there's a pretty bad throw. I don't know what the flag's going to be. It's kind of strange. We actually haven't seen many flags. They picked it up anyways because it's late in the game, but haven't really seen any flags, to be honest. And that's a tough one, and dropped by Sky Moore. I mean, the ball's on the money. He's got to catch that. Simply put, sure, you could have secured it, but, like, why would you secure that when you're open? The ball's on the money. You don't need to worry about anything. Just make the play. 3rd and 10. We're going to run the ball again, and maybe just leave the game at that. 48-8. John Harbaugh's job has got to be on the line. Harbaugh, of course, look at Gaffney's. Like, you're not the quarterback, man. You're not the quarterback. But, of course, let him have his time, whatever. You know, had a decent throw. Obviously missed one wildly, but that slant was pretty beautiful, right? In between, it was a tough pocket. Threw it in there. Of course, Gibbs with his play, showing off the juke move, the agility inside, and then, of course, the truck to bury a guy. Of course, looking at the numbers, just too good from us. Just too good. And obviously rolling after that one. By far our biggest win of the entire series. Just a huge one, of course. Decent overall team. Maybe not, once again, the star power we were talking about outside of TJ Watt, but still, Baker Mayfield was kind of while Gamble was amazing. Of course, Hawkins, 131 yards, kind of similar to last week, but no real huge run comparatively. 14 was the long, which is consistency. 5.2 yards per carry average, though, with the touchdown. Gibbs, 4.0. Didn't really run the ball well with Gamble, if at all, in this one. Ferguson, back-to-back great games. Sky Moore had a nice game. Woodley with a couple of touchdowns. And unfortunately, Tutu Atwell, only 1 for 5. Really not playing well after that injury, got to say. Henry with a sack, same with Osai and Jackson. Osai with that, he just broke it open with that forced fumble hit stick. Booker with a pick. And it was also for 6 on top of it. And that's about it, as we just completely smoked them. Maybe good enough to get us a breakout. I would imagine Gamble was player of the week after that, or will be. And it wouldn't be the craziest thing to see him get a breakout chance, which is going to be tough if we get it, but still doable. And yeah, I've got a couple of upgrades, which we like to see. Maybe the sliders need to come up a little bit, because we've put up some pretty good numbers, and yet, we're still lacking a bit. I'm going to go with Slot, as I want him to be a better catcher. And it just seems like those guys are super possession-y, and, 2 catching there kind of proves it. Puts him at 86 now. And then Jabril, I guess run stopper. That's what he needs to work on, but at this point, does he even have a chance to work on both? I don't know. But 6'9" block shed. It'd be nice to get him at least the 70s before going back to pass coverage. But, of course, that is going to be it for Week 5. A really, really good performance. And now going up against the Saints after that. Then the Cowboys. Got to see how the Cowboys are handling things. But so far, some crazy games. And we're managing the tough situations well. I didn't change any of the goals, and we hit all of them, which is really impressive to see. Not that they're, like, crazy hard to do. But I suppose allowing 17 points or less for us has not been a thing we've done all season other than this game, if I'm not mistaken. So not an easy one to do, but yet we did it. But yeah, 5-0 to this point. See if we can continue that streak. A couple of tough matchups coming up, and hopefully you'll be there for all those matchups. If you enjoy, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PKR Plays. And of course, if you're not new, appreciate your continued support a ton. And that is about it. Hopefully you guys come back for next video, but until next video,